here is So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can scale to 10K a month in your first ever month of doing SMMA, right? And I'm going to show you it's not as hard as you think, and I'm literally going to give you actionable step-by-step goals to do that. Now, why should you listen to me, right? You probably just saw this video pop up on your feed and you just clicked it, you want to see what's up. But here's what you should listen to me. In the last 4 weeks, my SMMA done $18,610, okay? And in terms of experience, I'm 17. I've been in SMA since I was 15, okay? I've tried every niche possible. I've tried every single outreach method there is out there. I've tried cold calling, cold SMS, cold email, paid ads, Instagram outreach, Facebook outreach. I've tried everything, right? I've tried every offer. And yeah, I mean, I just have experience in the field, right? When it comes to SMMA, I know what works and what doesn't. Now, I'm not showing this number to make it seem like it's a big ass number, because quite frankly, it's not. I want to scale to numbers way bigger than this. I want to triple, quadruple this in the next month or two. I want to hit six-figure month soon. But here's sort of my credibility, right? I just want to put something there so you guys know I'm not just bullshitting you and I actually make money from SMMA, okay? But yeah, if we're getting right into it, this is how you're going to hit 10K a month with your SMMA. And just a disclaimer, I'm not going to go step by step in how you do, okay? Like if I tell you an outreach method, this call isn't good. I'm not going to show you in this video how you set up that outreach method, set up the accounts, do this, do that. That's not what I'm going to do in this call. I'm going to keep it brief, but I'm going to keep it effective, okay? It's not going to be a long ass call. I'm not going to say the same shit that all these gurus are telling you, all these people online are telling you. I'm literally going to tell you how you can sign 4 to 5 clients in literally the next 30 days and hit 10K easily, bro. Because quite frankly, it's not that hard. Me, I've been as you know, I'm 15. I started when I was 15. I've been at SMMA for 2 years. And that doesn't mean it took me 2 years to hit this number, right? In reality, it was 1 year and 10 months of just testing, trials and tribulations, trying to figure out shit on my own. And it took me 2 months to hit this number. After I figured out what I had to do and what it really takes to sign clients nowadays, right? And I'm going to tell you what that is right now. So when it comes to SMMA, there's 3 things, right? 3 ways to sign, not 3 ways to sign clients. There's 3 different pillars, okay? The first pillar is, so I made a video like this before on my YouTube channel previously, if you've seen that, but I'm not going to gatekeep it. I sort of gatekept shit there. I'm just going to show you everything here. But yeah, the first pillar is appointment setting, okay? So appointment setting. And this is sort of the bloodline of your business. If you're not setting appointments, you're not taking sales calls, you're not taking sales calls, you're not closing clients, which means you're not going to have service delivery and you're not going to make money, right? So arguably appointment setting is one of the important factors. If I would say it's the most important factor, because without appointment setting, nothing else is going to come into place, right? Nothing else is going to come into fruition. So first and foremost, the first pillar of SMMA is appointment setting. Next, it's sales, right? So sales and closing. I'll just put sales. And the last pillar is service delivery, okay? SD, we'll just call service delivery SD, right? But yeah, cool. Appointment setting, sales, and service delivery. Now, if you're just starting out SMMA and you don't know anything about, not necessarily anything about it, first educate yourself on the business model, okay? Like, know what different things are, know what a fucking Facebook ad is and shit like that. But when you're a beginner and you're trying to sign your first couple clients, don't worry about service delivery at all, because service delivery just comes from experience, okay? I probably burnt my first 3-4 clients, which paid me, bro. They paid me multiple 4 figures and I just fucking scammed them realistically, because I didn't know what I was doing. But over time, I learned what I was doing, and that's just how SMA is going to go. Unless you pay someone to show you how to do it, you learn by yourself. I've done a mix of both. But yeah, I mean, right now, my service delivery is some of the best game, right? I'm not going to make a video. I'm not going to go into service delivery in this video specifically, as I said. I'm just going to show you how you could just hit 10K MRR. If you want to learn about the service delivery, join the Discord. I'll drop some source in there. But yeah, like my service delivery is one of the best in the industry. Like an average client, like if I sign you as a client, minimum in the first 30 days, they're either going to make like 100 to 150K with me on the low end, right? Easily, most of my clients in the first month of working with me, they've gotten like 250K worth of work just from me directly, okay? So when it comes to service delivery, I know what I'm doing. So if you want some help on that, join the Discord down below and I'll help you out with that. But yeah, so that's service delivery. And then the next 2 stuff is appointment setting and sales. So let's focus on appointment setting first. So first and foremost is your niche, right? What niche do you want to go into? My advice is just go into some sort of general contracting niche, okay? Roofing, paving, patios, landscaping, shit like that, okay? Go into a a contracting niche because they're just the easiest, right? It's the easiest to scale up in and is the most what do you call it? That's a niche I'm in, and it's the most viable niche because if you go into some shit like med spas, bro, there's like the dynamics completely different. These guys have receptionists. If you do outreach, you're never going to hit the owner directly. That's not the case with contracting niches. Shit like dentists, bro, like service delivery is long because you need to make the client show up at the, what do you call it? The clients have to show up at the practice or whatever. But yeah, man, just get into the contracting niche. Don't overthink it. Literally ask ChatGPT what specific niche within contracting and just hit them, okay? And then after that is setting appointments. Now, there's two ways which have worked for me, okay? Which is a cold method. So I'm assuming you're a beginner, you haven't got capital to run ads. And even ads, bro, ads aren't the make or beat. Like people think ads is some crazy tool. Once you get money, you're going to run ads and you're going to sign unlimited clients. That is not the case at all. Trust me. I'm running ads right now. And you'll soon realize, especially with B2B ads, in an industry where you're targeting especially in the industry like SMMA, like B2B and info is completely different, but B2B and SMMA where you're actually targeting brick and mortar businesses. Well, I guess construction isn't brick and mortar like contracting, but you get the point. There's a completely different ballgame. You're going to blow through thousands and thousands of dollars before you actually make that shit work. So yeah, just a quick disclaimer. I don't think ads are just going to fix everything. But yeah, so the two outreach channels is cold calls and cold SMS. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I never done cold calls, literally ever. Why? Because I went straight into the US market. I feel like if you're in a country where you can sort of like, there's some sort of SMMA market there, for example, the UK, you can start in your market, maybe get like a client or two, hit like 3K, 3K, then go into the US. But yeah, I think everyone's aim should be getting into the US market as soon as possible because that's where the most money is, okay? US market is where these guys like, they're not like paying 2.5K per month or 3K per month for marketing isn't completely foreign to them. Whereas that is very, very, very high in countries like the UK and other Western countries in a sense, right? So yeah, get in the US as soon as possible. And the reason I didn't do cold calls is just because I just started with doing SMS and it just worked well, right? Now, if we talk about cold calls, I haven't got the most experience in it. I did cold call in the UK, not in the US, but I sort of know how it goes, right? And with cold calls, it's literally a numbers game. Like per 100 cold calls, you should easily be booking 3 to 5 meetings, okay? And if you're not, there's something wrong. You just got to go back to the drawing board, find your script, find how you say things. But yeah, I'm not going to go into like scripts and what exactly you got to say on these calls. If you want specifics, join the Discord. I'm happy to get on a call with you on the Discord or just sort of help you out on the Discord. But yeah, this video isn't for that. I'm literally just going to tell you what you have to do. But if you rip 300 cold calls every single day over a span of 30 days, that's like 1,000, right? And I guarantee if you do 1,000 cold calls every single day, not every single day, if you do 1,000 cold calls over a span of a month, you're bound to land 3 to 4 paying clients. Like I promise you, it's literally just a numbers game. You can be the shittest cold caller in the world if you just actually no, that's a lie. Volume isn't going to fix everything. You have to have some sort of competency. If you're just a shit cold caller and you're not changing shit if shit isn't working, then you're not going to get anywhere. But if you're someone who can adapt and you know how to change things when it's not working, if you do 1,000 cold calls, you're going to make money, okay? You're going to hit 10K a month. You're going to sign you're going to sign like 4 or 5 clients paying you like 2K a month, 2.5, 3K a month. And yeah, you're easily going to scale, okay? But that's cold calls. And the second thing is cold SMS. Now, truth be said, cold SMS is a lot higher leverage than cold calls because with cold SMS, you can just send a shit ton of SMS and you can just call up the positive replies, right? Now, obviously, I know cold SMS, there's sort of a nuance because you have to set it up and there's like quite a long setup process, or not long, but it's a bit complicated because you've got to do A2P registration and stuff like that, right? And same with SMS. I'm not going to show you the exact setup on Go High Level, which I use because that's not what this video is about. If you're clever enough, you can literally just figure it out yourself. Search up on YouTube how to start sending cold SMS and sending SMS plus, but it's pretty self-explanatory, right? But yeah, with cold SMS, it worked really well in the beginning. For me as well, like when I first started cold SMS, like the month after I started cold SMS, I was doing like 0K a month. Literally the next month after I made 8K. Okay. So yeah, if I could do it, you guys can do it too. It's cold SMS, it works well. And one thing I would say about cold SMS is don't be discouraged if you're not getting many bookings, because I used to send like 500 SMS a day and I used to get like 5 to 10 bookings a day. I'm not even bullshitting, bro. But now I'm sending 3K SMS every single day at the business, and we're maybe getting 3 to 4 bookings a day, which is crazy. Like, the numbers are crazy. But bro, even every single day, if you book one qualified guy who's going to show up, right? One qualified booking every single day, you got 7 in a week. I promise you, out of 7, you're going to close 2, right? 2 at the absolute minimum. And if you're charging them 2K a month, you're adding 4K MRR every single week, right? So yeah, don't look at it. Obviously, metrics matter, but don't let it eat your life. Don't be like, oh, like, yes, that's an X amount and got Y amount meetings. Just focus on quality and just get those quality meetings. But yeah, that's literally how you're gonna set appointments. It's pretty easy. You're gonna have to practice. Your first week, you're gonna be shit. You're probably gonna be shit. But after you learn how you talk to these guys, and after you learn how you communicate, and yeah, just sort of talk to these guys, their language is gonna be easy, right? It's gonna be free money. That's how you book appointments, right? And the next thing is sales. Now, sales is, people do it very, very, very wrong in SMMA, right? Because lots of people, when it comes to sales in SMMA, they follow these like long ass sales scripts, like discovery, building ammunition, and going for the close. And truth be said, those types of sales like calls only work in like info products, I'd say, because especially in the niche I'm in, when you're working with contractors, like, you can't, like, these guys, they can smell what you're trying to do straight away, right? They can smell it, and then if they do, they're just not going to appreciate it. The way I take my sales calls, I'm efficient with it. They don't last long. They're not like 45, 50-minute sales calls. They're literally 15, 20 minutes, if that. I get straight into showing them what we provide. And I literally told them in the beginning of the call, like, I'm not some bullshit salesman. I don't have notes here. I don't have objection handling scripts. I'm just going to show you what we have. If you like it, we can do business. If you don't, it's fine. We'll just move on. And they appreciate that a lot more than if you try to do some sales technique. And yeah, trust me, with that, you're probably going to close at like 50%. And there's a big thing in the SMMA industry that closing above 50% is very hard. Bro, I close at like 80%. Closing's easy. Okay, if you get unqualified sales calls, you should literally close 100% of these people. They're financially qualified, right? Closing's easy. Just don't think about that thought that closing's hard, because it's just going to be negative for you. But yeah, sales, just be raw and transparent, right? Just be raw and transparent. Okay, that's bad. You get what I'm saying. Just be raw and transparent. Show them what you have. Show them, literally share your screen. Show them the business manager. I mean, if you're new, you probably don't have a business manager of client ad accounts to show them. But what you can do is just make an ad account and like build out a campaign, and just go in the campaign and just act like it's some client's campaign, right? It's pretty easy. Show them the back end automations on Go high level. Just make everything seem crazy, bro. Like I say, these back end automations, they take care of everything. They take care of the whole appointment booking system. But bro, in reality, it's just a fucking follow up. If person books a meeting, send them this confirmation email, send them a text message 5 hours before their appointment, whatever the fuck it is, right? But yeah, just upplay that shit, because they like seeing that shit. You can just say some shit like, this AI powered backend systems. They love that shit, bro. But yeah, genuinely, if you're doing 7 sales calls and you're just raw and transparent with it, and you're not trying no bullshit sales technique, and you literally let them know that, and you literally talk to them like how you talk to your friend, you're going to sign at least 2 clients a week, right? And I said, 2 clients a week at 2K a month, that's 4K a month. And one thing I forgot to talk about was offers, right? Offers is such a big thing. Like, there's so many crazy fucking offers in SMMA, right? Like, we're going to guarantee you X amount of appointments, and if you don't hit that, we'll refund everything, send you 2K or some shit like that, right? Or we'll refund you for every appointment we miss, or like back end pricing, pay 4K up front, we'll generate you X amount and pay the other 4K. Like, bro, I'm going to be honest. Don't overcomplicate the offer. Literally just set a monthly base rate, and that's all you're going to charge, and just increase that as time goes on. So you can start at 1K, 1.5K. I think 1.5K is a sweet spot to start, literally for 1.5K a month. That's it. Then slowly increase to 2, 2.5, 3. And yeah, you can literally keep increasing. I feel like there will be a number of diminishing returns, where if you increase it even more, you actually start making less revenue because less people go ahead with it. I guess 3 sort of the sweet spot. You can always go higher than 3, but yeah, like, just charge monthly. Don't have any guarantees like all these people. You don't need a guarantee. I don't have guarantees. These guys don't sign contracts, but they still pay me a shit ton of money, right? You don't need any of that. You just tell them what you're going to do. You show them the system, and if they trust you enough and they see that you're legit, they won't care if you have some fucking money back guarantee, right? And yeah, that's by the, if you follow exactly what I said for appointment setting and sales properly, you're gonna sign, let's say, 4 clients at 2K a month. That's literally 8K, 4 or 5 clients at 2K a month, 8 to 10K. Even if you sign like 5 clients at 1.5K, you're making 7.5K in your first month in monthly recurring revenue. Okay, that's not just piffs. And for a lot of people, that's good money, bro. Like that's not a lot of money. Don't get me wrong, that's fucking nothing. But it's good money to start, and then you can reinvest in the business, right? You can increase volume, you can hire some people, and then you can scale to new heights. But yeah, man, I mean, if there's anything specific, like how you set up SMS sub accounts, or um, you want to see some actual sales recordings and actual specifics in what I just said, join my Discord in the link below. I'm trying to grow that shit. If you're a business owner, SMMA owner, agency owner, whatever, join that shit up. Trying to get active. But yeah, man, it's a lot easier than you think. Don't overcomplicate this shit. Just do exactly what I told you for a month. If you're doing cold calls, rip 300 to literally like 500. 500 shit ton. But literally at the minimum, rip 300 cold calls a day. If you're cold SMSing, send like, I say 1K to 2K SMS a day, bro. SMS does cost money, okay? So keep that in mind. If you have some capital, like have like at least, if you have $100 to $200 saved up, I'd start cold SMS. Why not? You probably sign a client before you burn through all that cash, then you can just reinvest. Cold calls is obviously like free if you got an American number, or it'll still be very cheap if you use some third party software like Go High Level compared to sending SMS. But yeah, you can get your first few clients for SMS and transfer into, not SMS, cold calls and transfer into SMS. But yeah, bro, like just wrapping everything up. This shit is easy. Like ever since like ever since I stopped overcomplicating shit, stopped coming up with these crazy offers, stopped trying crazy acquisition systems, and just dumbed it down, bro. Literally just charged 2.5K a month, 3K a month, right? Just show them, look, this is my service. I don't care if you've seen it 100 times before. I do it properly. I get amazing results. And ever since I just started being raw with these guys, like I've the progress has been exponential, right? Like SMMA growth is not it's not, what's the word? It's not perfectly proportional, right? It's not perfectly proportional in terms of how much work you do and how much money you make. It's going to be slow as fuck. But then when you get to the point and when you sort of hit that turning point, it's exponential, okay? And like, mind you guys, I'm 17. I go to school 5 days a week. I'm in school from like 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., like 3 p.m. Right? I basically get home at 4:30 p.m. my time. I got homework, I got exams. I'm in year 13 for everyone who is in the UK, who knows what that means. It's my last year of school, so I have a lot of shit on my plate, right? And I'm still doing this shit, and I'm gonna scale it even more. I'm gonna have videos where I've hit 50K, 75K, 100K, bro. This is just the beginning. But yeah, stick to what I told you, and you're gonna make 10K in a month, okay? I'm sick as fuck, by the way. That's why I sound like this. Bro, what the fuck? I sound so weird. But yeah, if you've got questions, join the call, and I'll see you guys later. That's it.